football. Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. This is where we're going to start up the 2015 season. Enough of those dog days of summer. We got a border war to settle. North Carolina, South Carolina, they are ready to make it happen. Tar Heels will be charging out of that locker room. They got a loaded offense. They have a hopeful defense, a boost of confidence with a proven D cord now, and weapons on the other side that can score. Oh, they can score in a hurry. Meanwhile, the Gamecocks are waiting on them. All the recent years of SEC success and now a sense that maybe they're being overlooked. Still a team filled with top-tier talent, a legendary coach, and with a new season comes new hope. Williams to pass again. Touchdown, North Carolina. Bug Howard started this drive with a bang, and he finishes it that way. 3rd and 5. Mitch. Touchdown. He started the game with a delay of game. He starts the second quarter in much better fashion. Sean Carson gets a carry, and Carson can go. Watch out. Sean Carson, a senior who averages 7.8 yards per carry. He's closest to him. Williams extends the play to the end zone. Intercepted! 2 times tonight he's been intercepted in the end zone, and it's Sky Moore again. Sky Moore, sky high in Charlotte. South Carolina 17-13. It was a great night here in Charlotte, but it's only the beginning.
And here come the Michigan Wolverines. The Jim Harbaugh era has begun as Michigan comes into Salt Lake City to take on the mighty Utes. Here come the Utes. The Utes 1st and 10 at the 14. And this is Wilson sprinting. Touchdown, Utah. Drive alive, 1st and 10 at the 19. Rudock. Can he make him pay? Yes, he can! Touchdown, Wolverines! Jake Butt! Rudock. And intercepted to the end zone. Justin Thomas, touchdown, Utah. Rudock looking in the end zone. Touchdown. Darboh hauling it in, and Michigan with 54 seconds. Kyle Whittingham, former linebacker at BYU. He's been undefeated 2008, 13-0. 9 wins last year, and he hands Jim Harbaugh his first loss.
Enough again to McNichols, bouncing outside. Touchdown, Broncos. Came after it a little bit, but he got off a great punt all the way back to the 24-yard line. This is Pettis on the return, has a wall set up. Got a block, still in bounds. Pettis shocking them here at Boise State. Touchdown. And to potentially send it to overtime. And he pushed it right.
Chris Petersen lamented the fact that they hadn't chatted in about 6 months because of this ball game.
Well, it's about the present, not the past anymore for Boise State.
The Lincoln Financial Field will completely fill up. It is a sold-out crowd. The Temple Owls, the home team, but there's a lot of Nittany Blue in this stadium as well, as Penn State has come to Philadelphia and brought their faithful along with them. Lynch finds a seam, and there he goes. There's no one home for the Owls. Akil Lynch with a touchdown.
Establish that tempo yourself.
Intercepted. It could be a pick six. Inside the 5-yard line, right at the pylon, is Sharif Finch. He's in for the touchdown. Jahad Thomas with a cutback to the outside. Another move in the secondary. He's got another Temple touchdown. David on the sack. 9 sacks for the Temple defense. Make it 10. Nate D. Smith brings Hackenberg down all the way back inside the 10. As Shannon Spake said, leave no doubt was the war cry this week for Temple, and they have accomplished that and then some. As James Franklin now has to regroup as his team goes down.
Today from Ryan Field in Evanston, the number 21 Stanford Cardinal against Northwestern, the Wildcats.
To go for it.
Solomon Vault, the new tailback, quarterback keeper. He's got the first down and more. Thorson off to the races. Touchdown, Clayton Thorson, 42 yards. They weren't sure if they were going to try the field goal or not. 49-yard attempt with the win. And he got it. Hunter Nicewander. 1:05 left. Hogan out. Intercepted. Picked off by Cairo. Game like this, you get such an edge in recruiting because we're recruiting the same players. Northwestern and Pat Fitzgerald made a statement today.
Cale Wilbon comes in at running back. Quick hitter to Westerkamp. He's in trouble, and he's going to get away after it looked like he'd get dragged down for a loss. Instead, he's going to score. Tommy Armstrong gave him a big block. High snap. Moore wide open. Moore down the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Not only myself wrong, but Todd wrong.
Corner blitz. Hill saw it coming. Flag down. We would expect a holding call. Hill's in the end zone. And we await the verdict on the flag. They failed to convert in a similar situation a moment ago. Settled for a field goal, not this time. As Chris said the last time, throw the football. They did, and Mitch Matthews scores for BYU. Armstrong has a man wide open. Trey Foster. Touchdown, Nebraska, and the Cornhuskers take the lead. Opener for both teams. 3-man rush. Mangum, all kinds of time. Steps into the throw, in the wind, down to the goal line, and caught! Touchdown, BYU! Mitch Matthews on the last play of the game.
Composure, knew where to go with the ball, never panicked, threw the ball up and trusted his guys to make plays. Both teams, Sean, great effort, great college football. Both teams should be proud of how they played today.
244th straight sellout at Notre Dame Stadium as the Texas Longhorns visit the 11th ranked Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, as Notre Dame football on NBC is presented by Coke Zero, and here come the Irish. Charlie Strong and his Longhorns want to make their mark tonight at Notre Dame Stadium. Play clock down to 0. They just get it off. Zaire with time over the middle, and it's a touchdown to who else but Will Fuller. as predicted, Josh Adams, there he is in motion. The freshman running back in his first carry of his career, and he is into the end zone. Josh Adams on his first carry of his Notre Dame career. Breather, Josh Adams, the freshman who scored earlier in the game. In the backfield, they fake it to him, and Zaire going deep down the field. Will Fuller wide open. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You hesitate to do because of him at quarterback.
2nd and goal. Touchdown, Chris Brown. You would never suspect that it was going to be this easy, but in the end, Notre Dame makes it look easy. Due in large part to number 8 in his Notre Dame Stadium debut. Malik Zaire has a huge game.
The big guy in motion to the near side. Allen backpedaling, screen pass out to Carson down the sideline, and he got in. Touchdown.
Wow.
Kirk has got a shot at this one at the 21. Heading to the far sideline, looking for a block, and got a couple. 40, midfield, Christian Kirk, one guy to beat, and he's not going to get him. Touchdown, A&M, 79 yards.
He's got to take care of the football first and foremost here.
Corner blitz, they throw out to that vacated spot to Christian Kirk. Kirk, great speed, cuts back inside of the 30. Christian Kirk's already scored once tonight. He's going to score again. Touchdown.
First game in Columbia, and then the wheels came off midway through.
Well, they just wheeled in for another touchdown that just tops it off for Trey Carson from 10 yards out. Taken out of the game, ends up being one of the stars of the game, takes a knee. Kevin Sumlin's Aggies are 1-0. Arizona State, the number 15 team in the country, won't be number 15 on Monday.
From the Georgia Dome in downtown Atlanta, it's the Chick-fil-A kickoff game. Thank God they started indoors. Here come the Cardinals of Louisville. Right behind them. Auburn, 6-4 at the Dome. They won the SEC championship here 3 times. That was at the point of the exchange, and here goes Justin Garrett. Justin Garrett, there are no flags. Touchdown. Auburn. 2nd down and 10. Johnson heads right. Oh, he's got a man in the end zone open. Touchdown, Ricardo Lewis.
We'll see.
Tony Stevens is in. Now here's Lewis on the sweep. That is a touchdown. Took a little while.
You were patient. Watching this guy play all year.
Yeah. Redcliffe, touchdown. They hand it off. Redcliffe, touchdown! Snap.
You'll just throw it up.
There it is. Game over.
Wasn't pretty. Louisville has a lot of positives to take away, but in 3 weeks, if Auburn knocks off LSU, nobody remembers 1 second of this game.
We'll take the field goals, but Andrew Endicott will kick things off for Wisconsin. And we will get a look at Jake Coker, his long-awaited start. Doesn't mean you can stop him. Henry breaking free, heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Jake has plenty of time. Fires short, complete, caught, touchdown, Foster. Henry A burst up the middle. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown tonight. Coker has certainly established himself. Yeah. Drake spins free. Kenyon Drake has room. It's a block on the edge and tight ropes for a touchdown. That'll do it. So Alabama busts open. A close game at halftime and overpowers Wisconsin with the running game.
The Buckeyes have played in hostile houses before, but this is Urban Meyer's first trip to Lane Stadium. Jones on first down, pressured again. Throws it deep in the end zone. One-on-one battle, diving catch. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel was interfered with, but still made the grab.
Into the boundary.
The first running attempt for Elliott, who breaks free. Zeke Elliott, nothing but green grass in front of him. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lightning strikes from 80 yards out. A much-needed conversion, and Brewer is back in at quarterback. It's a wheel route, and wide open is Sam Rogers. The fullback makes a cut and scores. Offset now. Brewer looked to throw. Lobs it back to a wide open tight end, Ryan Malik. Jones has double the number of carries so far as Elliott looks to throw. Loops it downfield. Braxton Miller makes the catch. Shakes a man and scores. Get paid for it. Miller in the shotgun. Gets free on the edge. Braxton Miller is loose. Spin move. Miller heading for the end zone. You think he's made an impact in his first game at H-back? Wow. For this Ohio State offense. Barrett looks to throw. And wide open for a touchdown is Michael Thomas. The Hokies went to Columbus and spoiled the Buckeyes home opener a year ago. Ohio State rolls into Blacksburg. Didn't want to call it payback or revenge. Just call it an emphatic statement.
Number 18 team in the country, the Razorbacks, play host to the Toledo Rockets out of the Mid-American Conference. Four-man rush, he throws. It's caught, and Corey Jones has a Toledo Rockets touchdown. Bowles up there at Mount Pleasant has revitalized this offense. A fake and a toss. Collins with blockers. He leaps, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. 2 games a year ago because of injury. He hands it into the gut of Damian Jones-Moore, who trenches into the end zone for a touchdown. Back of the end zone, and it's too long.
Bring a linebacker and make it 4.
Allen's on the run. He steps back, fires deep, and Toledo pulls off the upset. 16-12, the Rockets win in Little Rock.
As Auburn opens up their home slate against the Jacksonville State Gamecocks.
For the Gamecocks, on the previous drive.
Throwing to the end zone, hoping his guy can make a play, and he does. Josh Barnes with the touchdown grab. Johnson going deep down the field. Has Thomas. Touchdown, Auburn. 51 yards. Here's Pope. Scoots it to the outside. He will walk it in. Touchdown. Gamecocks. They have the lead in the fourth quarter. Johnson to the end zone. Up high. Touchdown. Melvin Ray. Here's Barber. Touchdown, Auburn. Incomplete. That is your ball game.
We are in Charlottesville as Virginia plays host to a Notre Dame team about to play its first football game in school history in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Because the distance doesn't make any difference. Just all angle and they fake it. Touchdown Notre Dame. And Reed will give it to Mizell. Back to Johnson. They're going to throw off of it. Has a man wide open. It is a touchdown to Keon Johnson. Can Notre Dame get its mojo back? Zaire airs one out. Fuller got it. Mojo returned.
Everyone, his teammates.
Procise turns the corner. Procise, touchdown. 18 receiving yards for Severin. Johns, nice fake. Gonna try to run it in. Touchdown, Virginia. Holy cow, what a play.
Last year, now another big win in September at home.
Reed to the goal line. The officials come in, touchdown.
It's almost 20 seconds gone.
Toward the end zone. Touchdown. Will Fuller. 39 yards.
Big Howard comes in motion on 2nd down and 7. Dobbs rolls that way. Fires on the run. Touchdown. Josh Malone.
But when the quarterback runs it, they have an additional blocker.
Dobbs will run it here with a convoy in front. Dobbs, touchdown, Tennessee. Under center is Mayfield. Play action, bootleg. He's going to try to, no, he does throw, and it's caught by Perine for a touchdown.
Wow.
Mayfield, the fade to the corner to Shepard. He got it. Touchdown. And now the question is, does Bob Stoops play for 2 to win on the road? They run it back the other way, and it's Hurd to the corner, and he's in. Touchdown. Mayfield waiting on the snap. Keeps it himself. He's in. Touchdown. What a gutsy quarterback he's been in the fourth quarter and overtime. Ethan Wolf, the tight end, in motion on 3rd down and 12. Dobbs sets, fires, intercepted, and it's over. Oklahoma comes from behind and upsets what looked like a sure win for Tennessee. Instead, the Sooner fans celebrate at Neyland Stadium.
To the Red Cedar, East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium for the first top 10 matchup of the season. Number 5 in homestanding. Michigan State already with a victory over Western Michigan. 7th-ranked running back in the country, according to ESPN. Connor Cook, play fake to the end zone. You know who he's got. Josiah Price, touchdown Spartans. State on top of Oregon. 2nd down and 8. Cook throwing over the middle. Got his man. 1st down and touchdown. Aaron Burbridge. Completion percentage in the opener against Western Michigan. He's been better tonight. 12 of 17. Another good punt from Hartbarger. Braylon Addison looking for the edge. Addison's got some room and he's got a blocker. Addison turning on the Jets inside the 30. High stepping Addison into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks. 81 yards on the punt return. They'll go to the ground. L.J. Scott. Scott looking for the corner. L.J. Scott. Touchdown Michigan State. Boy, how big does that look about now? Adams going to keep it himself. Vernon Adams in the end zone. Touchdown Oregon. BYU. Mark Scott just short of the 1st down last carry. He gets it this time and runs through another one. Scott inside the 20. Scott on his way. Will they get there? Touchdown Michigan State. Selection. Another opportunity. Adams steps up, avoids one-on-one coverage in the back, and it's Marshall for the touchdown. Adams stepping up. Adams firing. Short hops and incomplete. Spartans take over.
To the lights here at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. It's East Carolina taking on Florida. Both teams looking to improve to 2-0 on the season. Taking a shot up top. Coverage. Caught. Touchdown Pirates. Tight end in motion. Greer on a little bootleg action, wide open. Goolsby again makes a great move. Touchdown Gators. 1st down. Little pressure off the edge. Kemp has a man open. Jones. Touchdown Pirates. Picked off. And this could be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tabor. Hairston in motion into the end zone. Touchdown, Bryce Williams. Hairston in the backfield. Oh, he lost control of the ball. Florida pounces on it. Blake Kemp had the ball just slip out of his hand. An egregious, cataclysmic error in the dying moments of the game.
Arm is as strong as it has ever been. Boise with a lot of pressure again. On the run, it's a dangerous throw, but the receiver's open. 30-yard line, it'll be a BYU touchdown. Mitchell Juergens. How about that? They got him at the 3-yard line and go to McNichols. He knows where the money is. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. He looks fully recovered there. Matthews going in motion. And great run that time by Hine. Breaking tackles and breaking the play of the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. For 16 yards. This time they bubble screen it. McNichols. Ooh, that's a sweet move. McNichols, touchdown, Boise. Pressure from behind. Mangum flips it into the end zone. We've seen this before. Touchdown, BYU. They rush 3. Finley. Intercepted by Kai Nacua. His 2nd pick of the night. And BYU is going to hang on. Nacua could house this thing. He does. Touchdown, BYU.
We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS, now in its 20th season. This afternoon from Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, it's the Tigers against the Tigers. Backs in the arm. Play action. Harris, he's got a man in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Colin Jeter, the second-string tight end, number 81.
About Matthew Flynn, which was really funny.
Here's Fournette. One more tackle to break. Wow. He did. LSU touchdown.
Embarrassment of riches.
Here's Fournette, lead blocker. He's into the secondary. Spills that guy, sheds that one. Another touchdown for Leonard Fournette. Fournette, the deep back, gets the pass. He's got a touchdown. 37-7. This one's in the books. 45-21.
All the way down to South Florida to watch their 1-1 team take on the undefeated Miami Hurricanes. So, Kaya, little pressure, picked it up. Touchdown, Miami. Brady with the catch.
Not getting anywhere near Kaya.
Hands it off to Yerby. Yerby with a nice cutback. And the turbo about to kick in. Yerby. Touchdown, Canes. Armstrong. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Armstrong over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Nebraska. Brandon Riley. The camp lined up to the top of your screen in the slot. Into the end zone. Caught. In that bunch formation. Westerkamp ties the game at 33. What an amazing comeback by the Cornhuskers. Little play fake on first down. Armstrong looking to throw. Has all day. Fires deep. And it's picked off. It's picked off. Elder. And finally pushed out of bounds. Had he scored, it would have been game over. Snap is good. Just inside that right upright. And the Hurricanes win it. What an ending.
You know the Clemson Tigers, the preseason choice to win the ACC. Fourth year in a row, they are on the road for their opening ACC game. And tonight they get their first test against a Louisville team that's determined to right the wrongs of last week. Touchdown, Clemson, Hunter Renfrow. And that time it's Jeremy Smith. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now they split the set wide with Hyatt coming out, the freshman tackle coming out, as if they're going to throw a screen to him. Instead, wide open down the middle, and Jordan Leggett scores the touchdown. Funky formation, gave them the look. Louisville bit, Clemson scored. This is Samuel on the return. Trayvon Samuel, watch out. Here he goes. 5'7" freshman, but he's coming up big right now. How about it? And it drifted off to the side. Yard line. Do they have it in them? Can they cash the lottery ticket? We get the answer, and it is a no. Intercepted. Clemson wins it.
And thank you very much, Rob. Darrell K. Royal, Texas Memorial Stadium here in Austin, Texas. And we've got a good matchup for you as the Cal Bears
Longhorns out of the Pac-12 coming to town to take on the Texas Longhorns.
Here's Goff. Throws it up top. Touchdown, Kenny Lawler. And Gray, they don't need to let him run because Jonathan Gray slams it in the end zone, and Texas has 6 more. 6. And they hand it off. Touchdown, Jonathan Gray. Hook 'em horns. Here's a handoff. And Wary, touchdown. Easy, breezy. First and goal at the 3. Play fake. Goff in the end zone, touchdown. Kenny Lawler. Wow. These young men are good. And they hand it off Muhammad. And watch him go. He's a sprinter. Oh. Kalfani Muhammad to the house. Touchdown. California. 74 yards. In the third quarter. Here's a handoff to Gray. Breaks free. Gray. They'll make that Foreman. Touchdown. Draw here. Here's Hurd. They blitz. Quarterback draw. First down. Hurd. It's a sideline. Take it out. Whoa! The Chiefs. Touchdown. Texas. Woo! Oh, he missed it. Unbelievable.
Strong's got to be just devastated.
And Goff takes a knee, and that will do it. What a game in Austin.
For 56 yards. Hogan over the middle. That one's caught. Austin Hooper, the tight end, has a Stanford touchdown. Hogan in 13. Kessler steps into the throw. Smith-Schuster, lots of running room. Juju lunging for the end zone. No signal yet. Touchdown. 8 seconds to go in the half. A rollout taking a lot of time. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown. First and goal from just outside the 1. Stephen Mitchell. Touchdown. Still right at tailback. Ramon Wright again. Touchdown, Stanford in a 2-score lead with 11:21 to go. They're not going to do it. Low snap. Kessler, boy, it looked like holding there. As Scarlett tried to get to Kessler, who got absolutely drilled as he lofts it up. And incomplete off the hands of Darius Rogers. And that'll do it.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama should be a lot of fun tonight because the highest scoring Ole Miss Rebels are in town. And the Alabama players, coaches, and faithful have made this one personal. 3 receivers to the left. Kelly with the keeper. Tries to get to the edge. Lowers the shoulder, goes airborne, and dives in for a touchdown. Coker looking far side. Flips it to Mulaney, who leaps and hurdles for a touchdown.
8 inches. Pick up the first down.
High snap. Kelly has to collect it. Makes a desperation heave into traffic. Treadwell off his hands and into the hands of Adebayo. A crazy carom and a touchdown for the Rebels. Coker on the move. Fires short. Caught. Stewart. Touchdown. Walk it in. And 2nd and 1. Kelly keeps it, throws it, and a completion. Cora's running free, and a touchdown for Ole Miss. Kelly went right to the line of scrimmage, stopped and delivered at the page. They fake it to Wilkins. Kelly throws for the end zone. Treadwell, jump ball, touchdown. He beat Cyrus Jones, and that might be the kill shot for the Rebels. Coker this time rolls out, fires in the end zone, touchdown Mulaney again. 1-score game. Coker heaves it. And it's incomplete. And that'll do it.
On 3rd and 5. Beathard with plenty of time. Steps up, tucks it down. Beathard on his way, diving to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Iowa can make a first down. 48 seconds to go. Kanziri, similar looking play. Touchdown, Iowa. Tyler Boyd standing at the pit 10. Look out! This is blocked. It's loose on the ground, picked up on the run. Racing towards the end zone, breaking loose for the score. Pat Amara Jr. under center. Kittle in motion. Kanziri. No signal. Close. Close. Still no call. Touchdown now. Touchdown Hawkeyes. Peterman steps up in the pocket. Back of the end zone. Touchdown. A flag down on the catch for Tyler Boyd. 57-yard potential game winner. Kane's boot is on the way. It's hooking. It's turning. It is good! 57 yards! Dramatic win, Iowa!
Ho Ching leads the way for Hide, who's into the end zone for a BYU touchdown.
And he just finds the open space and plunges through. He's got great vision for a running back. You see it there.
And he plunges into the end zone for the UCLA touchdown. They bring 6. It's picked up. Mangum with time. Throw into the end zone. Matthews for the touchdown. You see BYU having to roll bodies in and out. Rosen floating. End zone. Touchdown. It's Jordan Payton on a perfect throw from the freshman. Starks. BYU doesn't know what hit him. It was Nate Starks. It's a tie game. Mangum rolling, throwing, picked off. Miles Jack slides to the turf.
As the Longhorns look to bounce back from a heartbreaking loss last week, as they play host to an undefeated and 24th ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys squad.
Just want to rush 3 here, what they're showing. I think you've got to rush more if you're Texas. Otherwise, someone's coming open.
3rd and 7 it is, a 3-man rush. And Rudolph gets away, still on his feet. For the end zone, touchdown to Shepard. What a job by Mason Rudolph to keep the play alive. And Walsh just walks in. J.W. Walsh, who they use in short yardage situations. Rudolph lost the ball. Picked up by the Longhorns. Picked up by Hassan Ridgeway. Touchdown, Texas. Swoops. Hesitates. Takes it outside. First down and more. Swoops. Touchdown.
The taller guy that they like to look to.
4-man rush. They put some pressure. The pass overthrown and intercepted. Picked up by Holton Hill. And Holton Hill will take it back 39 yards.
Things were going. You almost feel like Texas maybe should have just tried to let this clock run out if possible.
Bad snap, and it's kick. Are you kidding? Kicked out of bounds. Oh, my heavens. Grogan, perfect. For the Longhorn faithful. And try not to kick it to Johnson. He'll get it on the toss. And then taken down at the 35, and it is over. And for the 4th consecutive time, Oklahoma State comes to Darrell Royal Texas Memorial Stadium and beats the Longhorns.
Blitz, play fake, Allen down the middle and a perfect strike. Christian Kirk, the freshman, he is sensational. Touchdown. Collins spins again, heading to the end zone. Touchdown. Williams, straight ahead, touchdown. Oh, we're under 3 minutes. Here's the handoff on a counter, and Carson's going to roll it in there. Touchdown. To the right side if Allen throws. Play fake, he's pressured. The ball is down, and it's covered, I think, by A&M. It is. And he missed it. Wide right. Allen gonna go for all of it right here. Got it. Kirk, touchdown. Allen will work from the gun.
Watch the crossing route.
Allen fires. Knocked down. It's over.
We welcome all of you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. This afternoon, the Tennessee Volunteers come into the swamp to take on the Gators of Florida. Jalen Hurd.
Watch a double
pass. Back to the right side. Here comes the screen. Joshua Dobbs, recipient. He's got no one between him and the goal line. Jawan Jennings, the freshman. He's back. Jalen Hurd.
Well, it's 6 points now. We're not changing that. Once the ball is snapped, it's over.
Gain of 21, first and goal. Kelvin Taylor, touchdown, Gators. Wide left, third and goal. Whoa, left side, Hurd, touchdown, Tennessee.
Fade by Oklahoma.
Into the end zone, Powell, touchdown, Gators. 1:39 to go. Here's Greer. Lot of time. Got it! Antonio Callaway down the sidelines. Touchdown, Florida. Going to go just right. He had the distance. The streak is at 11.
Rob, what a day for football and what an atmosphere at a sold-out Jones AT&T Stadium. 3 times in the last decade, a top 5 team has come in here and gotten dropped by Texas Tech. There is number 3, the Horned Frogs, taking on Texas Tech in a meeting of 3-0 teams in this Big 12 opener. Play action. Boykin into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. Josh Dotson pulls it in for his 4th of the season.
Against Mahomes, it's like having to cover an extra gap in the running game.
And here's a snap that sails right by him into the end zone for a safety. Washington hustled back to fall on it, and TCU jumps in front.
Very explosive running back.
Back to him on first down. Steps out of a tackle. Washington for the Texas Tech touchdown.
250 pounds.
All day to throw. Over the top, Jakeem Grant. Touchdown, Texas Tech. promptly taking advantage of a mental miscue from TCU. They rush only 4. Boykin steps into a deep ball into one-on-one coverage. Dotson pulls it in. Touchdown TCU. He runs all the way down to watch the play from up close, and Mahomes limps his way into the end zone for the Texas Tech touchdown. Down within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Hicks hits the hole with a first down and a touchdown. Kyle Hicks explodes through. Quiet otherwise. Second down, he rolls with pressure from behind. They throw back. There's Stockton. Watch this speed. For the goal line. Touchdown. Texas Tech and Justin Stockton. Boykin throwing too tall. It was pulled in. Green caught it. Do you believe it? Aaron Green off for the deflection. Touchdown TCU. Mahomes setting his feet, trying to get room in the pocket, extending the play. Can he get one off? He does float it downfield to Washington. Can they make an open field tackle? Pitch the ball to DeAndre. He does to the Raven Clark. It's flipped back to Lauderdale. He throws it to Grant. Hurdling his way to the 10. TCU survives barely.
Out of the ACC, the 2-1 Virginia Tech Hokies taking on the team out of the American, the 1-2 East Carolina Pirates. Number 7. Motley into the end zone, into the back of the end zone, caught touchdown to tight end Ryan Malik. So it's a first down. This into the end zone, battling, touchdown.
They caught them misaligned right there. There was nobody covering that guy.
5 looking to take their first lead of the game after being down early 14-0. Summers, draw play, touchdown, Pirates. Summers puts it in the air, one-on-one coverage, jump ball in the end zone. Touchdown! What a grab for Isaiah Jones. Kept. Motley spin move. Still on his feet and he breaks free. A foot race into the end zone. Now they bring McMillan in for the fly sweep. Kept and waltzing into the end zone. Touchdown, Brendan Motley. Motley fires. In the air, knocked around, caught, no, incomplete. Malik had a chance at it, and time runs out. For the second straight year, East Carolina has beaten Virginia Tech.
Cincinnati Bearcats, the preseason choice to win the league, taking on the 3-0 and hungry for more Memphis Tigers.
Trips stacked to the near side. Is going to score to open things up with Arthur Millette, who last week on the first possession gave up a score, and this week he does it himself. Jet motion play action, vertical release, and complete for a big gainer and more, Anthony Miller. Touchdown, Tigers. Miller time for 82 yards.
2nd and 7 now with Hayden Moore, the redshirt freshman quarterback. He's going to take a shot downfield, and he's able to connect. Chris Moore. Here's Moore to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Shaq Washington. Nice looking play that time as Alan Cross will give Memphis the lead again.
And offensive coordinator Eddie Graham.
Look at the time on first down. Oh my, Max Morrison. They go back to Kraft, and Kraft, touchdown, Memphis. First down for Cincinnati. They only rush 4. He has time to the end zone, and again, Max Morrison. A little bit of fumble, and Cincinnati possession. Touchdown, Sam Kraft. Redemption for the junior running back. Here we go, folks. How will it end? Intercepted on a wild play to end a wild night. Hayden Moore tried to ad-lib, and they slammed the door right in his face. Leonard Pegues, interception.
Eugene, Oregon. Autzen Stadium, 54,000 strong, a sellout. And we're ready for a battle between two top 25 teams as the Utah Utes come into town to take on the Oregon Ducks. A first-round draft pick in the NFL from the 26. Wilson up top, wide open, Covey. Touchdown, Utah. Second down and 6 at the 7-yard line. Wilson looking near side, now over the middle, touchdown, Kenneth Scott. He returned it 52 yards, first down at the Oregon 25. And look, Booker to throw, wide open, Covey, touchdown, Utah. At the 27.
Covey deep.
And the ball fielded on the opposite side. How about this? Utah's going to run it in for a touchdown. 69 yards. Wow.
That's the best win for Utah as a member of the Pac-12. And Kyle Whittingham has got a team that can absolutely threaten for and potentially win the Pac-12 South.
We welcome you to the SEC presented by Home Depot on CBS this afternoon. And it's attracted a small amount of attention. The Alabama Crimson Tide come into Sanford Stadium to take on the Bulldogs of Georgia. Up the middle, huge. Henry, untouched. Touchdown, Alabama Crimson Tide. They come after it, they blocked it. Touchdown, Alabama. Minkah Fitzpatrick, number 29. Play action. Coker looks deep into double coverage. He's got a man wide open. It's Calvin Ridley, and it's another touchdown for Alabama.
You knew it was coming. Once Alabama gets the offense rolling, they love to go deep. Next week as well.
Georgia is at Tennessee next week, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Eddie Jackson. Jackson still running. Looks for a block, gets it. To the 5, touchdown Alabama. Jacob Coker, 11 of 16 for 190.
Oh, you see that? Nick Saban go over and shake the hand of his quarterback. Did he find one?
Who will stay unbeaten here today? Kansas State against Oklahoma State at Boone Pickens Stadium. We keep an eye on that. Second down and 3. They come back, the pass to Washington. Washington breaks the tackle. Washington to the end zone. Touchdown. Got an 8 from the 17. Cook rolling out to his right. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Deontay Burton.
Shorter. 5 yards. You can get 5 shorter times.
Silman on the carry. Silman, second effort, touchdown. Handoff. Taylor, second effort, touchdown. Shepard, flag on the play, touchdown. on 4th and 3, running the option with Hubner. Hubner keeps it. Hubner, touchdown! How about that? Grogan from 37. He's got it. Hubner gets hit, throws it up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Hunter.
A couple of undefeateds. Third-ranked Ole Miss and the number 25 Gators of Florida. As you take a look at the SEC standings, these two teams are at the top of the heap right now. Georgia's losing to Alabama, so Florida, for the time being, doesn't have to share the top spot in the East. And Ole Miss and LSU still perfect in the West. The injury 2 weeks ago. Play action. Greer off his back foot, fires deep. Man's there. Got it. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson.
15 all-purpose yards. Very versatile back.
Just inside the 32. It'll be 2nd and 3. The ball is out. Florida's got it. Brian Cox Jr. They fake it to him. Wide open. Touchdown. McGee.
You got to be careful with him on 3rd down.
Extra man on the blitz, crossing route. It's Powell in the open field, and look out. He's even. He's leaving. Touchdown. Second and 7 at the 15. He's set to throw again. Down the middle and a strike it is. Callaway. Touchdown. Kelly fires, intercepted by Hargreaves. Down the sideline for Hargreaves, a hurdle and inside the 10-yard line. Give it to you here. You try to score, and you do. Touchdown, Florida. 38-10. The Florida defense, 4 takeaways, 4 sacks. Their quarterback offensively almost perfect, and I'd say the folks in the swamp are about as happy as they could be.
A pivotal and critical night underway for both these teams. On the return, the Volunteers get a good one from Evan Berry. Off and running! This is how you do it! In Knoxville, touchdown ball, 96 yards. Amara in the ball game, and Dobbs with time, going to take off. Reaching. Touchdown. Oh my goodness. When he comes over to eat, you lock up the refrigerator, man. But a catch and a run. Reed, touchdown, Razorbacks. Collins again, touchdown, Hogs.
He's got to bring 4 or 5.
Dobbs taking a shot up top. Man coverage incomplete. He tried to hit Malone. And the Arkansas Razorbacks snapped their 3-game losing streak and overcome their 4th quarter misery.
Watson rolls out, flips it in the flat. Catch made. Jordan Leggett dives for a touchdown. Football, not so far. Watson, slant. Scott fights free and walks in. A 1-2 punch from the Tigers. And the Irish on the ropes early. Scott in motion. Watson does keep it and heads to the end zone. Defense has improved its points allowed every year. But Kaiser gives a fake and loops it down wide open. Is Procise on the sidelines, stays in bounds and scores. So there's that chunk play for the Irish. And they are still alive. 56 yards on 2nd and 1. Keeper, Kaiser, touchdown. And the Irish are coming back.
We just said, you not only you need to score, but you need to score in a hurry. How about a minute?
Kaiser loops it for the end zone. Touchdown! Torrey Hunter Jr. with 7 seconds to play. The Irish are a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
Chris, you mentioned last.
Kaiser rolls, runs into traffic and comes up a yard short. Boulware, Watkins, and the Clemson defense rises up.
But just he is so darn proud of his program and what they built here.
Yeah, forget the stats. Clemson is outgained big time. Notre Dame mistakes crucial for second-half turnovers, but they play with a ton of heart and resilience on the road. Kaiser, who helped lead that comeback, coming up 1 yard short on that 2-point conversion carry.
It is time for number 17 USC and the Washington Huskies. And here they come, the men of Troy. Team with so much offensive talent still ahead of them. Here come the Trojans. A rare Thursday night home game in the Coliseum with familiar faces.
Could this be a double pass?
Touchdown Huskies. Marvin Hall to Josh Perkins. Hall does it again. He's their trick play guy. From inside the 1. Touchdown. And they're going to cushion that lead.
Close. Looked like he almost got in.
Reaching across. Touchdown, Trojans. Moment. Can you imagine what it means to those guys in white and purple to do this on this field against that coach?
This conference has already been so much fun to watch, and it's going to continue to be that way because you just get the feeling any given game day, anyone can beat anyone.
Elliott's got it! Touchdown! Make you look good. Buckeyes quick to the line of scrimmage. Looking at the end zone! Touchdown! There it is! Braxton Miller! Ball game. Cardale Jones, pump fake. Has a man open, it's Marshall! Body's feeling better, you'd imagine. Look at this. Elliott! Touchdown! Mark, he's got 107 receiving yards. Barrett, stutter step, touchdown!
They prepare the way they should and are doing, they'll continue to be successful.
Which dates back to 1900. It's been played here in Dallas since 1929. The state fairgrounds of Texas, the midway point between the two campuses in Austin, Texas and Norman, Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Sooners take the field. They arrive with a record of 4-0. number 10 in the country this week. Important to score first as well. They're 0-10 under Charlie Strong, but they do not score first. Here's Johnson, the wide receiver. How about that fight? Touchdown! For Oklahoma. They stick with it. Why not? Touchdown, Swoops. He was into the end zone before he lost the ball. Mayfield running out of time. Throws, and it is caught. Dimitri Flowers, who looked like the intended target the entire way. He was covered for a while. Here it is. Wide open, as you said, Chris Spielman. Touchdown, Caleb Blewett. Ryan again to the goal line. No signal of a touchdown yet. The Sooner fans think they have it, and now they do. In the second half. Four-man rush, but pressure in his face. And down he goes. Back inside the 20. Poona Ford. Nashawn Hughes. And they're waiting to celebrate with Charlie Strong crowding around their coach. And there it is. They never trailed in this game. There's a very good man and a very good football coach who's celebrating the biggest win of his time in Texas.
We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. This afternoon from Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. The Georgia Bulldogs come to town 4-1 for the year against the Volunteers of Tennessee, who are 2-3, and all three of those losses came after they held double-digit leads. Now, one of the great traditions in college football. This tradition dates back to Tennessee against Army in 1965. The Volunteers enter through the T, formed by the Pride of Southland Band.
Is to go hurry up in this instance.
Oh boy. Fumble. Here we go. It's Leonard Floyd. And he's got no one behind him. Here goes Floyd. Now here comes the chase. No flags. Touchdown, Georgia.
He almost did not get there.
First down and 10. Play fake. Lambert, deep right side. Guy's got a stride. Malcolm Mitchell.
He's got
touchdown. Yes, indeed. Over Cameron Sutton. Had 2 kicks of 56 yards last week.
Low kick.
Yeah, it sure is. Bobbled. Picked up on one hop. Fortuitous. Oh my goodness, here's Reggie Davis. Slips the tackle. There are no flags.
Yes, there are. Block on the back. It's coming back. He was injured.
For block in the back. There was a block on the side.
Oh, they're going to pick up the flag.
Oh my. At the 25. Josh Smith. Touchdown, Tennessee. Back. Joshua Dobbs strolls in, and the Volunteers are with an extra point try of coming from 21 down.
Same play. They're going to do their sprint and rub off. Yes, they are.
Here we go. Touchdown, Alvin Kamara. With Sonny Michel getting almost all of the work. Here's Lambert going deep. He's got a man open. And this one is caught. Reggie Davis, touchdown.
Lineman, Jones and Hall, what a story.
Up the middle, Dobbs, driving, touchdown, Tennessee. Lambert into the end zone, double coverage. Brian Randolph, the defender. Game over. How about the hump? Did they get over it tonight?
To Marks. Does he get a foot down? Yes! Touchdown Cougars! Plays today just simply for shock value. Tavares Martin, this may go. He is! Tavares Martin with a Cougar touchdown. And Washington State has silenced Autzen. And he is, and Oregon has a 2-score lead. First one quick. There's the fade. Williams. Got it! Touchdown Cougars! And now what does Mike Leach do? Well, it takes them only 2 plays to score. Lockie to Addison. Marks a little jet motion. Falk trying to run it. Where's his progress marked? He's in. Touchdown. Falk got in. Falk looking for the quick hit to the middle. Craycraft. Ball pops free. Lewis has it. What's the ruling? On this play. Lockie hit from behind. Throws in desperation. And Washington State has come to Eugene and shocked the Ducks.
They call this place the Little Apple. And welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where today the number 2 team in the nation comes into town looking to make it 14 straight games as TCU takes on Bill Snyder's K-State Wildcats. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the best players in America is in the building. Trevon Boykin, the quarterback for TCU, a Heisman Trophy candidate, is ready to get it popping here in the great state of Kansas. And a look at the AP Top 5. Ohio State winning big today. TCU ready to play right now. Baylor scoring over 60. Spartans and Utes will play later on tonight.
Last week and became TCU's career leader on first down. They run it Aaron Green. Watch out. Green at midfield. Green afterburners. Green 86 big ones. Touchdown TCU.
One receiver wrecking crew.
On second down, Boykin again going long for Dotson. Touchdown Horned Frogs. Keeps the chains moving. And they'll run the football. Jones breaks it, high steps, gets there, touchdown. Kansas State. Here's Boykin. Hit as he throws. Picked off. Intercepted by Elijah Lee. They give it to him. Cuts inside. Touchdown, Kansas State. His second touchdown of the night. Hubner to throw it this time. Over the middle. Picked off. There's a play they're looking for. Kindred down the sideline. Kindred striding into the end zone for a touchdown, a 60-yard return. So here we go. Third and goal to the 1. Quarterback sneak. Touchdown. Rushing touchdown of the night. Boykin running. Turns it up. First down. Turns the corner. Dives! Touchdown! Trevon Boykin. Sweet feet. Boykin pulls it out. Runs it. Gets it first down and more. Trevon Boykin. Burst of speed. Boykin still on the move. Wow! 69 yards! Boykin winds up over the middle! Caught! Dotson! Wow! Touchdown! TCU! 55 yards! Go! Hubner. And Hubner lost it! Loose ball! Recovered inside the 5 with 53 seconds to go.
Couple of the best in the entire country. What a win. And they escape again. Last time they were on the road, they escaped Lubbock with that 55-52 win. And they do it again here tonight. 52-45 in Manhattan, Kansas.
From Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, it's a high-stakes in-state rivalry. The undefeated 12th-ranked Florida State Seminoles against their rivals from downstate, the Miami Hurricanes. And from the I formation, it's an option look. Golson, late pitch to Cook, who's got the edge. Dalvin Cook's off and running. Hamstring looks just fine. Touchdown, Florida State, 72 yards.
Bringing even more confidence.
That's where they felt confident, Heather. Good stuff. Golson, a throw on second down, flips it short, and there is Cook. Beats the corner. Dancing down the sideline. Makes the cut. Cook scored twice. Mark Walton is in the backfield. They fake it to him. Kaya throws for Scott into double coverage. Makes the catch and gets away. Scott stretching for the end zone. Flags come in as he scores. What a play. As Scott beat. Knowles are crowding the line. Kaya looking to throw in the flat. Flips it. Catch made. Touchdown. Yearby just crossed the goal line before he got hit. Let's take another look.
Trust the protection.
And they pick up the blitz. And Kaya loops it for the end zone. Diving attempt. Coley, touchdown! Coley appears to be inside of 7 minutes. He's got it again. He's got a crease again. Slips a tackle. Cook headed for the end zone. For the third time in the drive, it's batted down by the Noles, and they'll take over in the final minute.
Imagine what they're going to deal with now when they got to go back home to Miami and deal with the aftermath of losing yet again to a rival in Florida State.
This guy, Kaya, 405 yards passing, and he will be gutted after coming up short again to the Seminoles, who just find ways to make.
Streamlined in Fountainville campus at Stanford, where the number 15 Cardinal hope to keep their winning ways against 18th ranked UCLA. Of course, Stanford has won 7 straight against UCLA. Rosen. And that ball is intercepted. Holder with the pick, spinning inside the 10. Could he get to the outside? Elijah Holder, pick 6, money early. First and goal, play action. Touchdown, Austin Hooper.
In this game.
Rosen to pass again. And wide open downfield and complete to Darren Andrews. This game's had a little bit of everything already. 70-yard touchdown pass. And they'll pass out of it with a one-on-one matchup with Devin Cajuste. Took an inside position. 2nd and 5. All too easy. Untouched Christian McCaffrey. 20.
We're back up against it right now tonight.
Here's McCaffrey giving way, and it's a reverse back to Hogan. How about this from Stanford? Did he catch that pinned against the defender's back? That is utterly incredible. On the direct snap. And look at him find that hole. And Christian McCaffrey is turning it on. What a night. What a night for the sophomore sensation.
It's just tremendous vision and tremendous patience.
McCaffrey go for 369 all-purpose yards. That is the season high in major college football. Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee, where today the Tigers welcome their neighbors from 70 miles down south, the Rebels of Ole Miss. Happy. Kelly will swing it out behind the line of scrimmage. Treadwell has a man. It's complete to Quincy Adebojo. A little trickery. Second play from scrimmage. And Ole Miss goes 68 yards for the score. Already 4 catches, 57 yards. He gets a break. DeMaurier Stringfellow replaces him. Pump and go that way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. DeMaurier Stringfellow, 23 yards. That's a catch. Get the snap off. Here's Sam Kraft. Touchdown, Tigers, their first lead. Dorcius is the tailback. Lynch fires. It is caught. Touchdown, Memphis. Anthony Miller again. This is the 10th play of the drive for Memphis to start the second half. Lynch sets up, goes deep, looking in zone. Caught. Touchdown, Mose Frazier. A 31-yard strike. Picked off. An exclamation point for Memphis. And for the first time since '96, they'll knock off the ranked team.
Over 1,200 yards, second down at 11. And this time it's Russell. Look at Russell breaking tackles, touchdown, Baylor. 16 yards. Russell, wide open, Corey Coleman, touchdown. For the Mountaineers, here's Russell. Underneath, Corey Coleman caught that one. And there he goes. Third touchdown of the day. Russell winds up for the end zone. Touchdown, Jay Lee. 36 yards. What a toss.
Who they is. I don't want to be they.
Russell underneath, and it's caught. Once again, it's Jay Lee to the house. 52 yards. Touchdown.
Performance, and he does a remarkable job with this team.
Nigerian born over the middle. Touchdown. Well-fought game for West Virginia, but just too much Baylor. Too many weapons. 62-38 the final.
We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. This afternoon from Kyle Field in College Station. State open. Here's Allen rolling out, gets a block, flips it too high. Intercepted. Down the sidelines. This is going to Minkah Fitzpatrick, who strolls in untouched. Ridley's bottom of the screen to the left. They hand it off. Oh, boy. Henry, nice move. He will stroll in untouched. Pump once. Intercepted. Eddie Jackson has another one. He's 4th of the year, and he's got some blocking help. Kyle Allen can't stop him. There's another block. Wow. Cyrus Jones, and that one went 93 yards over. Allen caught. Ricky Seals-Jones. Touchdown, Aggies. Gain of 19. Allen pumps once, nobody open. It's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Poor decision, and Fitzpatrick flying down the sideline. Touchdown, Alabama. The handshake with Kevin Sumlin, Nick Saban, as the final 15 seconds run off the clock.
From the Big House, Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor, the largest college football stadium in America will be filled well beyond capacity today as the 12th ranked Michigan Wolverines play host to number 7 Michigan State. Here come the Wolverines, ready for one of the most anticipated games in the 89-year history of this stadium. Michigan, one of the pleasant surprises, one of the great stories of this college football season. Their 5 teams entered through the same tunnel, making their way onto the field. The Michigan State Spartans.
Leone Homa down to the goal line, in for a touchdown. But he's 6 receptions for Burbridge, senior from Farmington Hills, Michigan. L.J. Scott finds a hole, finds the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Davion Smith.
Yeah.
They bet on Leone Homa, and he gets stuffed for the moment. Well, how long will they give him? They're already blowing the whistle. You wonder about forward progress being stopped. Whoa, they weren't blowing the whistles. They were running in to mark it. But as Mark D'Antonio says, every week we found a way to win, and that's the bottom line. Find a way to win. Cook, the pump fake, has the man open. Touchdown, Michigan State. McGarrett Kings. They take the touchdown away, and it doesn't matter. Except it cost a couple of seconds. L.J. Scott, the touchdown.
Tell your punter to one-step it. Don't take your normal steps. One-step it. Get it out.
Whoa, he has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free. It's picked up by Michigan State's Jalen Watts Jackson, and he scores on the last play of the game. Unbelievable.
Together once again on a chilly night at Notre Dame Stadium. It's the Trojans of USC and the 14th ranked Fighting Irish. After taking over for the injured Malik Zaire. Play action on first down, going deep downfield, and Will Fuller on the opening play for Notre Dame is going to go all the way. 75 yards. 8 true freshmen playing on this Trojan defense as Prosise gets the call again. And another big game for Prosise into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I apologize.
Oh, it's a block. Alvarado's punt is blocked, and Notre Dame is all over it for another score. Notre Dame adding to the illustrious history of this rivalry. Kessler begins, and here we go. Jalen Green downfield, and he's got Juju Smith-Schuster, and Notre Dame fooled again. Defense tonight. Adoree Jackson, and Jackson slices up, and Jackson could be gone. There's the speed of Adoree Jackson, and another huge play for USC. 83 yards. Play. They fake it to Madden. Kessler floats it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Taylor McNamara, the tight end. He gives it to Prosise inside the 5 and fighting for yardage. Touchdown, Irish. Corey Robinson at the near side. He's the guy they like to go to in these situations, and Robinson hauls it in. 20 seconds on this snap on 3rd and 14. Shovel up to Davis.
That'll do it.
And that is going to probably do it here unless, nope. Jalen Smith with a final tackle of the game, and time has finally run out on the Trojans. Notre Dame wins it 41-31.
Harris looking that way, fires to the corner, got it! Malachi Dupree for the touchdown. Fournette at the tailback spot going straight ahead. Leonard Fournette, touchdown. They fake it to Taylor, and Harris goes to the end zone to the tight end Jake McGee. Just like that, Florida cuts it to 7 with the here for him in the final 27 seconds. Brandon Harris wanted to go long, I think, and this is the last thing you want to do is get sacked. He didn't, and he will throw deep. And it's caught by Dupree. Touchdown. Nice kick. Callaway's got a back pedal to the 28, slips a little bit, and now comes forward. Antonio Callaway at midfield. He might take it. Callaway to try to tie the game. 33-yard attempt for Domingue. And it's a fake. The throw to Domingue. He bobbles it. And now he heads to the end zone. Touchdown. A marker. Harris runs up. Time has expired. Still moving around, trying to find a place to let fly. Here it comes. As far as he can put it up there. And it's out of bounds. And LSU has won it at home to stay perfect.
Arkansas and Auburn. 4-2 Auburn, 2-4 Arkansas going head-to-head. Anthony Antoine in motion. Toss to Collins. He's got a convoy in front of him. Fullback gets the block and he's in. Chris Jones paved the way. A 7-yard touchdown plunge for Alex Collins. Everybody bunched up. Johnson leans forward and falls in. All 6'5" of them. Forced to redshirt. A difficult season for the celebrated Headland. This one is good, and Arkansas is in front with 1:07 to go. Kicks away clean, and it's good.
Of regulation.
And tempo again. Barber's in. 3 plays, 3 cuts from Barber, and Auburn has the lead.
Short sprint out.
Straight drop, end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Arkansas, Drew Morgan. Number 4 starts with Arkansas at the helm. Allen is able to find Morgan. He's free. He's in. Touchdown, Arkansas. Morgan will come into the backfield. They fake the handoff. Allen's got Walker. Finds him. 2 more.
That's with a cast off. Not in this case.
Incomplete. Arkansas holds on.
We welcome all of you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. This afternoon, the Alabama Crimson Tide hosting the Volunteers of Tennessee.
Not always right.
Well, he called you miserable.
Yes.
There's Henry back in the lineup. Look at him, great tackles. Touchdown, Alabama. Dobbs coming to his left, drills it, caught, touchdown, Josh Smith. Indeed. Right side, Jalen Hurd in for the touchdown. They're an extra point away from the lead. Corner blitz, Coker, deep right side, battle for the ball, caught by Ardarius Stewart. Matched up, bottom of the screen. Coker looks his way. Ridley got it! He's been matched up against Cameron Sutton throughout the afternoon. That's Ridley in motion. They hand it off. They come left again. There's a block. There's a touchdown. Derrick Henry. Pressure. Fumble. Picked up by Alabama. Ashawn Robinson has it, first and goal. Crimson Tide. Ryan Anderson forced the fumble.
Here in Blacksburg as we get set for the number 23 Duke Blue Devils and the Hokies of Virginia Tech. Sirk sprints out, pitches it out to Sean Wilson, cuts the corner, big run. Up the sideline, 1 man to beat, steps out of a tackle. Touchdown Duke! Sean Wilson.
You're the Hokies.
Here comes the pressure. Brewer hit as he throws toward the end zone. Hodges caught it. Touchdown Hokies. Flags all over the place, but likely pass interference on Singleton. Brewer to throw. To the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Bucky Hodges. Cirque rolling out. Throws. Man wide open. Touchdown Duke. Anthony Nash. First down and goal for Tech. They go back to McMillan. Did he make it? The Hokies say yes. No indication from the officials yet. Yes! Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Brewer sprints out that way. Looking toward the end zone. Fires. Incomplete. Pumps. Lobs it up. Tight end Schneider. Caught. Touchdown. Wow, they wasted no time getting it in the end zone. For the win. Cirque. Hit. Touchdown on the conversion. Duke got in. And Duke is bowl eligible with a 45-43 4-overtime win in Blacksburg.
The Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech leading the way on homecoming weekend here at Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta. It's Georgia Tech at 2-5 taking on the picture-perfect 6-0 Florida State Seminoles. They'll go to pass, and that's picked off. That play imploded from the beginning. Brutus with the pick. High stepping it down the sideline. Touchdown, Knowles. Oh, they're going to mark it at the 2. And he's a huge target at 6'5". They give it to Cook, and Cook tiptoes between the tackles for a touchdown. Hoping to get into field goal range here. Thomas keeps it. Breaks a tackle on the loose. Justin Thomas just in time. Touchdown. From 35, Fisher doesn't try to ice him, and he drills it.
Field goal is good.
And the 29th consecutive conference win. Blocked! Snuffed! Rubbed out! Erased! And Georgia Tech with an opportunity! Austin still on his feet! One man! You can't believe what just happened! What a time to be alive! Lance Austin recovered the loose block and scampered, bolted, escaped, eluded every Seminole on the pitch. 78 yards for the winning touchdown.
The USC Trojans are trying to bounce back from adversity as they take the field, ready to take on a very, very tough team. That's because the number 3 squad in the nation come into Los Angeles, the Utah Utes, ready to take on the USC Trojans.
Goal at the 18. And they'll be conservative. But Alden, look at that run! Touchdown! Ronald Jones, baby! Going for it on 4th down and 2. Play fake. Wilson. And picked up again! Kevin Smith at the 40. Still running. The freshman will lead USC. Touchdown! 54 yards. Kessler. He'll throw it out. Juju Smith. Schuster! Touchdown, SC! Travis Wilson in trouble again. Wants to get it into the end zone as he lets it fly deep. And picked off.
Sewell Cravens with the interception. And I bet you that game ball is going to go.
One of them now. These young players get some experience. They are going to be very, very good. Not only to end this season, Gus, but in the years to come.
Cameron Smith, the freshman, with 3 interceptions. And USC wins it 42-24. Clay Helton becomes the 7th straight USC coach, interim or otherwise, to win his home debut.
The 4th down by way of penalty, and now here goes Richard. Demario Richard, touchdown. Arizona State takes the lead. Charles Nelson on the return, and here goes Charles Nelson. Watch out. Charles Nelson, kickoff return, touchdown Ducks. 2nd and 2. Benoit again picks up a block, turns on the speed. Could he? How about it, folks? We got back and forth here in the desert.
5 tries. What can they come up with here?
3rd and goal. Bercovici throwback, wide open. Money, Cody Cole. 4th and goal. Adams once again extending the play. Does he have a miracle left in him? Launches it. 2 players come together, and it is scored. Dwayne Stanford. 3rd and 3. Quarterback run. He's got it and more. Inside the 5, diving into the end zone. The big night for Mike Bercovici continues. Freeman just walks his way in. A little something extra there. 2nd and 5 now. To the end zone he goes. Was he in? They're talking it over.
No.
Touchdown! Braylon Addison. They say somehow, some way, he got his foot down. Gonna pass again. Intercepted! Arian Springs. Game over. Good night, Arizona State. The Ducks are soaring.
We are in Raleigh, North Carolina, as the NC State Wolfpack plays host to the number 3 Clemson Tigers. It's a good one. Hines will bring it out. Got a couple of good blocks. Hines, it's a foot race, and they're not going to get him. 100 yards. Hello. Quay Nichols, number 27, is in. They fake it to him. And then Brissett throws it back on the other side. Complete. This is going to be a touchdown. Jalen Samuels. How did he get lost? On a long play. One more first down. They're in field goal range. They go to Peak. Peak got away with a push-off, and it's a touchdown. Gallman. Touchdown, Clemson.
By Boulware right there.
1st and goal. Samuels, touchdown.
Now do you think the fans will start coming back in to see the second half? I would hope so. From some folks, too.
Wants it all on this one, and he's got it all. A perfect throw to Deion Kane. Fake to Gallman. Watson floats it for the end zone. Another Clemson touchdown. Ray McLeod had 3 steps on the defender.
Clemson wins out. They're in the playoffs, and I think they'll be the 1 or 2 seed.
And so far this season, 1st and goal. Kaiser keeps it and follows a block, and the Irish do draw first blood in the lane. See if Walker takes a shot at the end zone here on 3rd and goal from the 12. He will over the middle in traffic. Catch made. Bryant dives. Touchdown. It's Brandon Shippen. Excuse me. And a long yard. Brosice. Nope, it's a fake, and Kaiser's off and running in a seam. The quarterback in Owls territory winning a foot race.
79 yards. Anderson comes in motion. They flip it to Thomas. Makes a cut and scores. Kaiser looks to the end zone. Loops the throw. Caught. Touchdown. Will Fuller, hometown touchdown. And the Irish take the lead. Walker escapes and then throws downfield. Intercepted. Russell jumped in front of John Christopher, and the Irish are going to hold on.
High backfield this time with Smith. They fake it to him. The throw to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. And it's J.U. Chesson. Leiter throws on the run. Caught by Still, and he's still running. Touchdown.
He's on, shotgun.
He's going to take the snap. And Peppers heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Leidner heading to the end zone. Touchdown. Play action, Spate throwing to the end zone. Got his man. Touchdown, Michigan. And it's J.U. Chesson. 8, got a hustle. Leidner rolls to throw. He's in trouble. Lobs it incomplete, and there's only 2 seconds left in the game. Leidner under center. Full house behind him. He'll try to do it himself. Did he get there? No signal. No touchdown. Michigan has won it.
Duke Blue Devils, undefeated in conference play, take on the Miami Hurricanes from Brooksfield at Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina.
Tailback number 44, and they give it to him. He almost turned it over.
Ball is out in the back of the end zone. Fallen on by a Hurricane. Touchdown, Miami. So Jalay Duncan is in and has the ball and has the first down and has more. Touchdown, Duke.
Buddy home, bringing everyone.
Get the ball off with 2 seconds on the play clock. Rozier throws into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Coley.
Allows them to kick the ball deep on the kickoff. They got to burn their timeouts here. They're in a must onside kick situation.
Cirque to Barnes. Through traffic, through the referee, and into the end zone. Touchdown. 10 seconds. Cirque keeps it. Touchdown, Duke. Taken short. Lateral. They practiced that on Wednesday. Time's going to expire on the game, so this either goes or it doesn't. Ball's still alive. It's got to be a backwards lateral. Get behind it. Still alive.
Duke doing a nice job staying spacing all over. Oh, he got a block.
Blockers. They got blockers. They've got a lane. 40-yard line. No black shirts between the goal line. Can you believe what you just saw?
The ruling on the field is a touchdown.
Rudolph with time. Another deep ball. Caught! James Washington touchdown! Cowboys! 48 yards. Play fake again. Pump fake. Down the sideline, Washington! James Washington again! 50 yards, touchdown! Cowboys! Rudolph to throw it. Lobs it wide open. Aitman. Marcel Aitman. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. 82 yards. Boykin to throw it over the middle. Intercepted! Whitener! 10-yard line, Whitener! Touchdown! Boykin. And another interception. Guess who? Whitener. How about this? Oklahoma State. There are only 2 undefeated teams remaining in the Big 12 Conference. Baylor and these Cowboys from OK State.
Clemson's Death Valley is alive. This is the game of the year in the ACC and a game of huge playoff importance. Clemson ranked first in the first selection committee rankings of the season, trying to dethrone the Seminoles and win the ACC Atlantic. Flag pre-snap as Cook takes off, breaks a tackle, and is off and running. Dalvin Cook headed for the end zone, but a flag came down before the ball was snapped. He is going to score. Now we'll check the marker.
Chris, the only thing I can think of is maybe Clemson lined up off sides by Florida State. The stacked receiver gives him a free release.
Watson flips it back. Kane has a blocker. Deion Kane headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Inside of 3 minutes to go. Gallman, a quick burst, breaks a tackle, and scores! Quick completion. And off and running is Rudolph, who lost the ball. Goodson's got it. He just took it away from him at the end of the play. Clemson, here in Death Valley tonight, dethrones the Seminoles in the division and stays on course for the college football playoff.
Oxford, Mississippi. This is the Home Depot SEC on CBS. It's Arkansas versus Ole Miss. Play action again on 1st and 10. Allen to the end zone again. Touchdown, Arkansas. Jared Cornelius hauls it in. This is 2nd down. Treadwell stretching. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Laquan Treadwell finishes it off. Into the red zone. Kelly screen. Complete. Adebayo. Touchdown. Another Arkansas missed tackle. Allows Adebayo into the end zone. Play fake. Allen to the end zone. Touchdown with 54 seconds remaining. Has 2 rushing touchdowns. Kelly is going to scramble again. Kelly into the end zone. Touchdown. Last chance for Brandon Allen of the Razorbacks. 4th and 25. It's complete to Henry. Ole Miss knocks it away. Incomplete. Oh, correction. It's on lateral. Arkansas keeps it going. Collins is going to take it inside the 15, and he has the first down on the lateral.
And coverage down below. That side of the field's wide open.
On 2nd down, Allen to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the improbable touchdown. Collins next to Allen. Morgan, fake it. Allen takes it, dives, and he is in. The 2-point conversion. Arkansas wins it in overtime.
Bryant-Denny Stadium, Tuscaloosa. First on the field, the Crimson Tide of Alabama. One loss this year. That occurred here against Ole Miss. Can't hold Les Miles back, can you? I guess you could try. Let's go down to Allie LaForce with Nick Saban. Derrick Henry. Walking back to the left side. Derrick Henry follows Robinson in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The tight end goes to the left side. Comes the blitz from the corner. Harris.
Got him.
Got him!
Yep.
Touchdown, Traven Durrell. Brandon Harris. Play action. He rolls to his right. Intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Lee. And that is the first interception of the season. Henry. Touchdown. Alabama. Henry. Whoa, nice winder. Helps him stroll in. Touchdown.
The other.
Alabama got a huge break this afternoon when Arkansas defeated Ole Miss in overtime. Then they made their own good fortune tonight by holding that man to 31 yards on 19 carries.
Mark D'Antonio in his 9th year as a head coach of the Spartans. They have won 12 straight Big Ten games on the road. In fact, he's lost just one November road game. That was back in 2008. That's been poor, but they've done a good job in that area tonight against Cook. An underneath pass to Kings, and he gets the first down and more. Kings inside the 15, heading for the end zone. It's a Michigan State touchdown. Ball with Holmes. Cook to throw on 3rd down to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown. McGarrett Kings. A pitch to Cross. He's in. Touchdown. Flag is thrown. Holmes again, and he's in for the touchdown. Armstrong going to keep it, and he'll make it into the end zone for the touchdown. 23 seconds left. Armstrong, and the receiver was out of bounds. He caught it. It's a touchdown, but he stepped out. Was he pushed out? That'll be the question. Cook back to throw. Looking, pumps, in trouble, gets rid of it, and is there any time left?
Nope.
No, it's over! Nebraska pulls the upset!
Hardly any hang time. Turpin grabs it at midfield. KaVontae Turpin cutting it against the grain, spinning his way free, using his speed to the sideline with blocks and a TCU touchdown. Pressure and heating it up. They bring Zuniga back in to lead the way for Cox. Taylor Cox with a second effort is in for the Kansas touchdown. Not giving up a touchdown today. Sawyer stands in on the money for Sean Nixon. Inside the end zone. Touchdown TCU when they needed it most. Willis dumps it off. Patrick running for a first down and a touchdown. Kansas not done yet. Three-man rush gets home. Terrell Lathan puts an end to Kansas's hopes of snapping the streak.
Starkville, SEC Western County. The Crimson Tide of Alabama against the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Is the deep man this returnable?
Yes, better. Much more aggressive.
Jones. He's got the block. Now he's got an angle, and it's a foot race to the corner. Touchdown, Alabama. Blitz. Coker inside. That's Ridley to the 30. He gets a downfield block and heads in for the touchdown. Ardarius Stewart. Give it to Henry. Watch out. Watch out. Foot race. and Derrick Henry will win it. Henry still far.
Oh my goodness.
How do you like that?
I thought number 11, Kevon Coleman, had the angle easily on Henry.
31-6. Another dominating performance by Nick Saban, Lane Kiffin, Kirby Smart, and a guy named Derrick Henry.
Play action. Rudolph, long throw, wide open in the end zone is Chesson. He's got it again. Another Wolverine touchdown. 1st and 15. Play action for Rudolph. Steps up, looks over the middle. He's got Chesson running free. J.U. Chesson to the pylon and into the end zone for another touchdown. Screen set up. Blockers out in front for Jordan Howard. He's going to walk into the end zone with an Indiana touchdown. And we'll see where field position ends up for Indiana. A kick to midfield. Returnable for Mitchell Page. Looking for room. Keeping it alive. Breaking tackles. Mitchell Page down the sideline. Touchdown. Howard again. Inside the 20. Cuts it back at the 10. End zone. Touchdown. Number 8. Here comes a blitz. Rudolph to the end zone. In traffic. It is caught. Chesson. Touchdown. His 4th of the game. Here they've got 6 players up near the line, and they will rush. Rudolph with a pump fake. Stop and go. And it is a pitch and catch for a touchdown. One play to Amara Darboh. Sudfeld will throw it. End zone. Batted around. It falls incomplete. Michigan survives.
Hawkeyes put their unbeaten record on the line against their rivals, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 1st and goal. Beathard on the keep. He's going to walk in for 6. Great call. Widener on the roll. Wide open. Lincoln's got it. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Minnesota. 1st down and goal. Beathard on the sneak. Reaching the football out. Touchdown. Toss play. Brooks wants to throw. Open is Wolotarski. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Great call. Great call.
Daniels, the back's in the eye. Daniels the carry again. Daniels with the cutback. And Daniels into the clear. LaShawn Daniels with the cherry on top for the Hawkeyes. And in firm control in that driver's seat to go to the Big Ten championship game.
That's it, boys.
From TD-ECU Stadium, they're expecting a packed house tonight as undefeated number 24 Houston hosts number 21 Memphis in a pivotal and critical game in the American Conference West. These teams trying to keep pace with Navy, who won earlier today against SMU. Complete to Dorcius, and a great move. Still on his feet, got a blocker ahead of him. Dorcius dominating. Touchdown, Tigers! Yes. 1st and goal. Lynch hands it off, and they just did. Dorcius with the touchdown. Taking him in the end zone a couple of times, too. On 3rd and 3, wide open. Jones will get to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Postma hands it off. Webb again. Touchdown, Houston. Little option here. Postma keeps it. Touchdown, Cougars. Tie game. For the win. Pushed it right.
they've done a really great job of staying with it.
Kyle Postma, folks, who could walk around campus for the last couple of weeks almost anonymously. That won't be the case on Sunday and moving forward.
All right, and here come the Stanford Cardinal. Heading to the field here at Stanford Stadium, where today the Oregon Ducks come into town to take on the 7th-ranked Stanford Cardinal.
Down conversions. Hogan sprints, looking, finds a first down and more. Hogan hurdling on his feet. Touchdown Stanford. What a play. The Virginian, 22 yards. 1st and 10 of the 25. And here's Nelson running over the right side with that room down the sideline. Watch out. I don't think they're going to catch him. No, they won't. Nelson, 75 yards. 2nd and 10. And Stanford running it. McCaffrey high stepping into the end zone. Touchdown Stanford, 11 yards. Stanford in motion. Here's Adams looking that way. Adams with time. Now steps up, delivers deep. He's got a receiver. Touchdown Oregon, Derek Carrington. Adams, option. Freeman gets a shoulder square. 1st down and more. Freeman, touchdown Oregon, 19 yards. And Adams, delivery, caught. Taj Griffin breaks it across the field at the 10, 5, touchdown Oregon, 49 yards. Hogan in the corner. Touchdown to Brown. Can their senior quarterback lead them? McCaffrey in motion. Hogan underneath, incomplete. And that's it. 10 seconds to go. Oregon holds.
And in our matchup, the Razorbacks of Arkansas and the number 9 Tigers of LSU.
Screen team as well. Collins very good on the screens.
Here's a quick throw out to Reed. Reed made one man miss, and down the sideline is Dominic Reed. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown Arkansas. He is in motion right now, 2nd down and 10. But the give is to Alex Collins straight up the middle, and Collins on the run. They won't catch him. Alex Collins is going to take it all the way to the house. Touchdown Arkansas, 80 yards. In position, I should say. And it's a little quick opening draw to Collins, and he's in. Touchdown Razorbacks. And a tailback. And here comes an end around, and it's Cornelius, and he got the edge, and Cornelius down the sideline. He might take it. Cornelius, nobody's going to get him. Touchdown Arkansas.
Well, last year they had to run across the field to get the boot. Tonight they just keep it on their side and lift it up.
The new horseshoe in the banks of the Brazos. Blacked out tonight as the unbeaten Baylor Bears collide with Oklahoma. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Walmart. An energized McLean Stadium. 2 playoff contenders with 2 options: victory or virtual elimination. Buckle up for a wild one in Waco tonight. Bringing pressure. Mayfield backpedals, just heaves it downfield toward the goal line. Catch made. And now Shepard, they called a touchdown. Shepard made a terrific play. Mayfield finally says, all right, let's go. B. Ryan. Nope, keeps it, pulled it. Full me, full the defense. Touchdown Oklahoma. Looking for a 3rd touchdown, and getting it is Devin Chafin. Mayfield on a slant. Touchdown. Shepard went down low, scooped it up, and Oklahoma takes the lead again. Formation. It's Perine who's got it, makes a cut. Samaje Perine in the clear. Stiff arm, still running. Touchdown Oklahoma. 55 yards. Chafin already with 3 touchdowns. They fake it to him. Throw to the big fella. 410-pound touchdown.
Cannon there.
They got 27, and now Stidham tries to escape again. Loops the ball for the end zone. 2 receivers come to the area, and it's caught by Lee for a touchdown. Bears rush only 3. Mayfield looking, scrambling, retreating, fires to the end zone for a touchdown to Flowers. Extending the play, showing patience, and look at Trevor Knight, last year's starter, off to celebrate with Mayfield there.
That for secondary.
Stidham, downfield, intercepted. Tried to take a shot. Ahmad Thomas came across and make the catch, and that might do it for Oklahoma. Boomer Sooner comes to Waco and beats the Bears.
The Arizona Wildcats take the field as they welcome number 10 Utah to town. College football on FS1 is presented by Kay Jewelers.
Very sharp early in this game.
Solomon lobbing one, corner the end zone, flag on the play. Caleb Jones. Wilson to Scott again. Did he come down with it? Touchdown!
Feel for the game.
Covey in motion. A slant to the tight ends. Look at Hanley go. Hanley to the end zone. Touchdown! Goal from the 6. Solomon keeps it. Solomon, touchdown! Randall to pass on first down, goes up high, and it is caught! Touchdown! Nate Phillips! Wilson to the end zone. Incomplete. Arizona wins.
Between the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Citadel Bulldogs. 2nd and 7 Bulldogs just past the 40-yard line. Fake to the fullback. Hand around the right side. Vinny Miller. He's got daylight and into the Gamecock secondary and all the way diving to the end zone. Touchdown! 59 yards in the first quarter. Ryan Renew straight ahead to the end zone. Touchdown Citadel. 7-yard touchdown. Wilds left side, touchdown Gamecocks. Orr, deep ball to the middle of the field. Pharaoh Cooper to the house. With his A and H backs behind him. Renew, first down, breaking tackles. He could go the distance. Tyler Renew, touchdown in his hometown to give the Bulldogs the lead. A very interesting call. Clock running, 4th and 10. Throw underneath Wilds, and he is short of the first down. And the Citadel Bulldogs are going to win the football game.
Another non-conference tune-up for a rivalry game next week, then an SEC championship game for number 8 Florida as they play host to Florida Atlantic. Harris, pocket holds, goes deep. Man got a step, Callaway! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Florida! Johnson, short of the goal line, caught, spin, touchdown! Caleb Woods! On 2nd and 4, play action. Harris chased, strip, ball's loose, into the end zone, covered by Florida Atlantic. Touchdown Owls. O.C. Rose found it. We got a game. They fake the toss. Harris looking for his tight end. Jake McGee's got it. And he breaks free. Touchdown Florida. Blitz coming.
Johnson fires. Incomplete. Florida survives.
This afternoon from Oxford, Mississippi, it's the 104th meeting between the Tigers of LSU and the Rebels of Ole Miss. Was signaling time out or clock stop. Kelly.
A tremendous play.
Left side, caught Treadwell. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Kelly gets him blocked from Ingram. Down at the 1.
Further review, the runner broke the plane to the goal line. Touchdown.
You know, that's what everybody thinks.
Throwback, watch out. Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram, Ole Miss, touchdown. Tipped in the air, game over.
A matchup of powerhouse Pac-12 programs, USC and Oregon. Benoit is in the game and running back. Adams pumps, now throws complete. Inside the 20 is Carrington, heading for the end zone. Oregon touchdown. C30, a huge penalty. Adams steps up. Adams lobs it into the end zone. Benoit wide open. Oregon another touchdown.
Playing for Stanford, and he didn't know which way to go.
Yeah, Blake Martinez was lost as Adams throws to the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown! Stabbed out of the air by Dwayne Stanford. And now Oregon takes over inside the 30. Adams gonna lob it into the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown! Charles Nelson.
That's got to feel good for Vernon Adams.
10 November weather as it should be. Rain falling, temperatures dropping here in Columbus as the undefeated Buckeyes collide with the 9-1 Spartans. They do. Elliott dives, touchdown. Kings in motion. They fake it to him. O'Connor fires to the end zone. Catch made down near the pylon by Trevon Pendleton. Touchdown, Michigan State.
I agree. You have to throw the ball to be able to talk about the secondary.
Johnston has been tested a few times today, and that punt is mishandled by Kings. Gets away. And the Buckeyes cover it at the 5. Is that the mistake that can decide the game? Barrett. Hot pass. Touchdown, Marshall. A one-handed catch, and Ohio State takes the lead. It's Holmes. Met quickly, but spins and reaches for a touchdown. Geiger for the win. Got it.
Stanford Stadium. Isaiah McKenzie, first down and more. He's gone. Touchdown. Big, but he plays big. Handoff. Ramsby dives in. Touchdown. Ball comes out, but they're going to say it came out after he crossed the plane. When Georgia's done their last 5 possessions. McKenzie on the end around. Ball is out. Scooped up. Georgia Southern's got it. Caleb Williams, touchdown. They get it off just in time. Pressure comes. Lambert throws to the end zone. Whoa. Diving catch. Touchdown, Godwin. Terry Godwin. Upshaw goes in motion. Ramsby takes the direct snap. They've got him collared and dropped. And Georgia. It is Michelle.
through that crease. Touchdown, ball game.
Oklahoma State Cowboys took the field. 10-0, 7-0 in the Big 12, ready to take on the Baylor Bears. Now Stidham throwing on the move. He's got a receiver. K.D. Cannon down the sideline. Touchdown Bears. 59 yards. Play fake again. Rudolph going for it all. Touchdown! The president, James Washington. 39 yards. Johnson, play fake. Johnson lofting it in the air. Oh, caught! Jay Lee! Touchdown Baylor! Chris Johnson stepping in like Johnny U. Johnson to throw it. Johnson winds up down the field again! Whoa! K.D. Cannon! Touchdown! 71 yards! Chris Johnson! Second and goal at the 4. Johnson, touchdown. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns. He now has run for a touchdown. So how about this? For the first time since 1939, Baylor comes into Stillwater and wins.
Oklahoma Memorial Stadium in Norman, and our matchup tonight in the Big 12. The number 18 Horned Frogs of TCU and the 7th-ranked Sooners of Oklahoma. Turnover margin and -3 tonight. Here's Mayfield going deep to the corner. Caught. Westbrook. Touchdown. Right. And get it on the inside handoff. Straight up the middle. Samaje Perine still on his feet at midfield. It's a foot race for Perine. He got a block and he's gone. Touchdown.
College football playoff rank.
They're going to play Clemson in the ACC title game. Kohlhausen down the middle, and he somehow tucked one in there to Turpin. Turpin's got great speed. I don't think they're going to get him.
Wow.
All the way for the touchdown. An 86-yard pass play. It's 2-down territory. Fade to the corner of the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown TCU. Emmanuel Porter. Now do they go for 2 and try to win it in regulation or play for overtime? If they hit this 2-point conversion, Kohlhausen flushed on the run. Lobs it. It's knocked down. I think it was Stephen Parker. That will be on ABC next Saturday nights. What a gallant effort by TCU. So many men short. And they put an effort up to make this a ball game all the way. And our matchup, timeless. Since 1897, all you have to do is say the game. Today it's Ohio State and Michigan for the 112th time. Second and goal at the 7. And it's Barrett. He'll keep it himself, and he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Tough 7-yard run by J.T. Barrett.
Give it to Elliott or keep it himself.
And they're going tempo, and it's Elliott easily walking in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The Buckeye drive, a first down at the 25. Barrett, play fake, go into the end zone. Caught. Jalen Marshall, touchdown.
They have some favorable matchups.
He fakes the pitch to Marshall, keeps it himself. Barrett in the open field and in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Teams instead of 4.
Here's Thomas on the keeper. Oh, what a cut. Heading to the end zone. J.T. Thomas, touchdown. J.T. Barrett, excuse me. No turnovers, 371 yards on the ground. The kneel down by J.T. Barrett. Buckeyes are 11-1. They're 7-1 in Big Ten play. And they have a resounding victory over the Michigan Wolverines today, 42-13. This will be the first official post-game handshake between those two guys.
For the Palmetto Bowl. The #1 team in college football, the Clemson Tigers, undefeated through 11, take on their rivals, South Carolina. Struggling this season, but it's the Palmetto Bowl. Safety Diggs comes in on the blitz, but it's picked up. There's your first deep shot taken by the Tigers, and it's caught. It's Kane. It's 6. Quite a bit of orange as well. It's watching on the fade. 25. But he's just gliding down the field, and he'll glide to the pylon. Touchdown, Watson. Final seconds of the third quarter. Fourth on a slant pass. There's Cooper. He's gone. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Pharaoh Cooper. Quickly into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. It's Carson. He goes left. Gets a block. He got it. His third rushing touchdown of the day. There we go. And there we go. It is over. The Tigers 12-0 for Dabo Swinney and his staff. And the Gatorade bag.
We welcome all of you to the Home Depot CBS. Today from Auburn, Alabama, the Crimson Tide against the Tigers.
Plenty of leg.
Beautiful. Did it stay inside? It did. Woo!
Play it close to the vest if they give up one here.
Play action. Coker dances right, goes in the end zone. Man is open. It's caught. Ardarius Stewart. How about Jacob Coker? Rush coming. Rush getting there. Tim Williams.
Whoa,
Henry. Punctuation mark.
I mean, just a lot happened in that fourth quarter.
Johnson, lateral play, and that'll do it.
How he's going to react in the hole. He put his shoulder down.
Here's Chafin. Another touchdown for Devin Chafin. Well, they just lost their center. Kyle Fuller just left the game, and as the quarterback Johnson tries to run, he lost the ball, and it's picked up by TCU. Josh Caraway on the run. They're not going to catch him. Caraway with a TCU touchdown. A shot to throw the ball, they will. And here's the jump pass. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Devin Chafin pulls it in. And Boykin keeps. He's in. Touchdown, TCU. Baylor rushes 3. Boykin looking. End zone wide open. Touchdown, Turpin. Quarterback is 235 pounds. He's going to hand it off to Chafin. He's taken down for a loss. TCU wins. Baylor's hopes of a Big 12 title and a shot in the college football playoff gone.
Tonight in chilly Stillwater, it is the Bedlam Series winner take all for the Big 12 title. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Walmart. Part of ESPN's Rivalry Series, presented by Jiffy Lube. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, ancient rivals. So Perine with his second carry, bust loose. Savaji Perine to midfield. They will not catch him. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Back look. Mixon, his first carry, needs a block from Mayfield, gets one, and is off and running. It's Mixon's turn for a long touchdown for the Sooners. Here. And Stryker got a running start, goes down the pocket, hits the quarterback, and it's intercepted. Jordan Thomas with a convoy to the end zone. Perine off the right side, bounces off a tackle like he does, still going into the end zone. Touchdown, Perine. Oklahoma now on third down. Mayfield hesitated briefly, breaks away, and scores. And the Sooners, first contender for this playoff to have their business concluded. Make this a bedlam beatdown.
All right, you're looking at Stanford Stadium, where we've got one of the biggest games of the day between two top 10 teams, as 6th-ranked Notre Dame comes into town to take on the 9th-ranked Stanford Cardinal.
With how their offensive line played on that opening series.
C.J. Sanders, Josh Adams back deep for Notre Dame. Here's C.J. Sanders at the 20-yard line, gets to the 30 with a hole at the 40. Watch out, breakaway speed down the sideline. The Fighting Irish fight back. Touchdown, 92 yards. First down from the 27. Kaiser fires deep, looking for Fuller. Bam! Fuller down the sideline. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 73 yards. They go back in the phone booth. No, near side, Rector. Can he make the first man miss? Yes, Rector, sprinting, touchdown, Cardinal. Stanford, right, dives, touchdown. They hand it off to Adams. Adams breaks it, midfield. Look at his speed. He's a freshman. See you later. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 62 yards. Play fake. Hogan rolling. Looks backside. Touchdown, Austin Hooper. 4th passing touchdown of the night for Kevin Hogan. Kaiser bootleg. Flag on the play. Kaiser gets in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. But there is a flag in the slot at the top of your screen. Hogan looking. Produced. Whoa! At the 30. Ukulele. For Stanford, Conrad Ukropina for the win.
Barry gets the pitch. It's an end around to McCaffrey and a throw to Hogan. Touchdown, Stanford.
As good as advertised.
Hogan will keep it himself. Kevin Hogan, touchdown. Kessler pressured, hit from behind. The ball is loose. Scooped up by Stanford. Solomon Thomas, touchdown. Hogan, Craven's coming after him. He sidesteps that rush, throws wide open. McCaffrey, he's going to score.
Protections. He does so much that people don't understand.
Completed his last 8 passes. They don't have to pass now. They just give it to number 5 and let him go. Touchdown, Stanford.
TDECU Stadium in Houston. It's the first conference championship game in the 3-year history of the American Athletic Conference. The 22nd ranked Temple Owls take on number 19, the Houston Cougars.
Goal. Javin Webb, touchdown, Houston.
3rd down and 2. The Cougars going quickly again. Ward keeps it. Ward dances. First down and more. Down the sideline he may go. Touchdown, Houston.
Quarterback draw. Ward, a great move. Touchdown.
So you've got to keep pushing that envelope.
With a handful of the jersey and yanked it. Walker throws on the run. Back corner of the end zone. Anderson the catch. Touchdown, Temple. 1 out of 3 on 4th down today. Another low snap. Walker has to take off running. Needs blocks and doesn't get them. Stopped short of the first down. One of the great seasons in school history, and they will be heading to a New Year's 6 bowl game, probably the Peach Bowl on New Year's Day.
of the SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper. From the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, sold out yet again. And first on the field moments ago, the Crimson Tide of Alabama. And right after that, the Gators from Gainesville. State. They come after it and they block it. And it's not saved. It will be a safety. Beauty. Jeez. Wow. Galloway at the 15-yard line, but he's got room to run. Does he ever? Antonio Callaway, no flags, touchdown, Florida. Play action. Well, they didn't even play action. Here's Coker, pulls up, goes deep for Stewart. Stewart hauls it in. Touchdown, Alabama. Coker. Touchdown.
Boy, did he gun it.
Spread it around. This is Richard Mullaney. And congratulations to the Crimson Tide and Nick Saban.
An electric night in Charlotte where a crucial piece of the playoff puzzle will be earned and the Dr. Pepper ACC Championship will be won. The Carolina Tar Heels and the Clemson Tigers. On first down by Rashad, backs him up 2nd and 15. Watson flips it short. Gallman walks in.
Offense is to really put points up.
Williams chased immediately. Stays alive and flips it to a wide-open T.J. Logan. The running back has a block, has space, has a touchdown. That's been the pattern when they motion an empty backfield. It may be predictable, but it's tough to stop as Watson walks in.
Now they're a fastball.
Williams rolls out, flips to the end zone, touchdown! Ryan Switzer. Watson still got the ball. Flips it into the end zone for a touchdown. Sweet execution.
It's going to be tough.
Watson rolling out. Looking for Scott. Touchdown, Tigers. And a pretty quiet night so far. He's got it this time. Gets away from Boulware and dances into the corner of the end zone.
All three of those timeouts.
Williams delivers short. Catch made. Switzer escapes and scores. And hold on. The Heels cut into the lead. Gets the hop. It was mishandled. Ball is still bouncing around. And the Heels have it in midfield. A flag did come in.
I think it's offsides on North Carolina.
Offsides, kicking team, 5-yard penalty.
This time it's Weiler, and this one's fielded. The hit made, it didn't go 10 yards, but the ball came out. A scramble now back at the 30. Orange ball, you can read the lip of the officials, and Clemson has recovered, but not without another adventure on that attempt. Next up, New Year's Eve in the playoff, or the champions of the ACC.
Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana, where tonight the 5th-ranked Michigan State Spartans take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. Play fake. Beathard sets up deep in the pocket. Goes down the field for Smith. Oh, he caught it! Smith! Touchdown, 85 yards! Iowa! The deep man. L.J. Scott running right. No, did he get in? Or did he? Yes! Touchdown Spartans! One strike by the true freshman.
C.J. Beathard throws it over the middle. Ball fumble, loose, recovered. The Michigan State Spartans are the Big Ten champions. Hello, college football playoff, East Lansing.
And here come the midshipmen of Navy. And right behind them, the cadets of West Point, the Army Black Knights. 17.
That's a word we hear a lot down there with Nick Saban.
Yes, we have. And here's Reynolds again. There are no flags. Keenan Reynolds is about to score his 84th rushing touchdown. Navy. There's the pitch. Good block. And Tyler Campbell races toward the end zone. Touchdown, Army. In third down and goal. Here's Reynolds. There you go, young man. Lobs it, man open. Poe at the 10. Touchdown, Army. Expressing some enthusiasm. Got him. Jameer Tillman. Dives. Touchdown, Navy. Quick flip. It's a head. Wide receiver pass toward the end zone. Intercepted. Game over.
A great third down team. This is 3rd and 4. Adams in the pocket, taking a long time, taking a shot down the field. Touchdown!
The skill guys.
That's their 4th string guy. And he'll stay in. Touchdown! My goodness. First down.
Run and hand it to the receiver. Run.
4th and 5 toward the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown! That is lopsided. Now it's almost like a wildcat. Direct snap to Green. He gets the block from the quarterback, and touchdown! 2nd and 6. TCU with the ball first. Kohlhausen. End zone. What a catch! Touchdown!
He's got to get the snap.
Good snap, Freeman. Trying to push his way in. Touchdown! Kohlhausen. Almost like an option style play. He'll turn the corner. Touchdown! To keep the game going. At low snap, Lockie pressured. Stepping up. Lockie throws. Incomplete! The Houston Cougars take the field here at the Georgia Dome for their first Peach Bowl. Here's Ward on the quarterback run to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Speed on their last offensive play. They're in the red zone now. And here comes a reverse and a reverse pass. Ayers to the end zone. Wide open man. Touchdown. Chance Allen.
Saying, I'm just going to run in between the tackles. You got to get to the outside.
Here's Ward heading to the end zone. His 2nd touchdown.
Thinking about Francois or Henry right now. He's thinking about just hitting the ball down the field.
Play action here. Got a man deep. Can he get it there? He does. It's Rudolph inside the 10. It's a Florida State touchdown. Ball on the 17-yard line. Here comes Ramsey, and they leave the receiver wide open. Chance Allen into the end zone. Touchdown. They need 6. McGuire to the end zone. Great grab. Touchdown, Wilson. It's against UConn. Boy, they just got the play off, and they get into the end zone. Ryan Jackson with the touchdown. Play away from making it happen. McGuire looking, throwing, intercepted. Will Jackson on the return.
and that'll do it. Here come the Cowboys. The greatest years in Ole Miss history have always culminated with a Sugar Bowl. They're back. Here come the Rebels.
Because that's what Chad does best.
Kelly with a pump fake. Looking end zone wide open. And walking in is Cody Core with a Rebel touchdown. Play action for Kelly. He's going to the end zone for Treadwell. He's got it. Touchdown Ole Miss with a flag down.
Time if you're Kelly running around.
Kelly on a roll with a little throwback. Who makes the catch? Laramie Tunsil. Touchdown. Wilkins again. This time he's into the secondary. And he's into the end zone. Share that record. And he'll lob one into the corner. For the third time tonight, he's got Laquan Treadwell for a touchdown. Ole Miss with a dominant performance over Oklahoma State. They are the All-State Sugar Bowl champions.
You are looking live at one of the grandest venues in American sport, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. It's presented by Northwestern Mutual. Back in 1902, Stanford played in the very first Rose Bowl game. Now they're back for the 15th time as champions again of the Pac-12. Iowa, the Big Ten, comes to Pasadena for the first time in 25 years. And the Hawkeyes brought along thousands of their loyal fans. The grand entrance of the Iowa Hawkeyes. And now the run out by the Stanford Cardinal. Week long here in preparation. Hogan to the middle, and it's complete. McCaffrey! Will he score on the first play from scrimmage? Yes! With the backfield empty on 3rd and 3. Beathard picked off. Intercepted. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown! Stanford, a 3-touchdown lead as Quentin Meeks, a freshman, picks it off.
Stanford.
Dylan Kidd, Deerfield Beach, Florida, punts it away. And here's McCaffrey from the 38. Dances free. Got a man to beat. Midfield. 2 downfield. Cuts back. Headed for his second touchdown of the game. The fake. That's a play. He faked a fumble. Gonna go deep. Got a man. Touchdown. A play they practiced all week. Michael Rector. That the young man was just a couple of receiving yards away as Hogan goes deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. Michael Rector. The deep threat strikes again. Stanford wins the Rose Bowl.
Won the toss, elected to receive. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's have a good football game.
Goes in motion. He lined up on the right hip of Barrett. Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Ohio State. Tim Beck on the left, co-coordinator. And Elliott has his 3rd touchdown of the game. Up. And it's the fade, and it's caught by Chris Brown. Touchdown Notre Dame as he got away from Garyon Conley. Playing as hard as he can in his final game. High snap. Elliott found a crease and may find the end zone. Touchdown Ohio State. Joshua Perry from the linebacker position comes on a blitz. Didn't get there. Here's Fuller in the clear. On the sore ankle. Does he have enough?
Yes, touchdown Irish. He ran away from Von Bell. Given all the injuries that they had, the schedule that they played, they beat some terrific teams. 4 teams they beat had 10 wins or more. And Ohio State finishes the year with a victory and 12-1.
Miami Gardens, Florida, the 82nd Capital One Orange Bowl just about set to begin. And our matchup this afternoon in our college football semifinal playoff. The Big 12 champions from Norman, Oklahoma, the Sooners, against the only undefeated team still remaining, the Atlantic Coast Conference champion Clemson Tigers. Here come the Clemson Tigers. Team in Orange Bowl history, making their 19th appearance at 11-1. Big 12 Conference champions, number 4 in the country, entering the playoffs. Here come the Sooners of Oklahoma. Neal in motion. Samaje Perine, touchdown Oklahoma. His guys. 2nd and 2 at the 5. Watson, quarterback draw. Deshaun Watson, touchdown, Clemson. 3 for 3 on this drive from the 11. Mayfield throws it out in the flat to Andrews, puts the brakes on. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Touchdown, Clemson. The Tigers are back in front. Renfro in the slot. Watson rolling to that right side and throws on the run, and he got Renfro down the sideline. Touchdown. Goldman, touchdown. They'll run it around. Oklahoma won't do anything. Deshaun's going to throw it in the stands, or as far as he can throw it into the Clemson stands, and it's over. The Clemson Tigers are the Capital One Orange Bowl champions. They are still undefeated. They are 14-0, and they've got a date with either Michigan State or Alabama.
It's the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, the second semifinal between the Big Ten champion Michigan State Spartans and the Southeastern Conference champion Alabama Crimson Tide.
One thing we know about Michigan State tonight, they will play with a lot of emotion.
Three in the backfield. Henry. That's easy. Pure muscle, and Alabama strikes first. Big Alabama bodies breathing heavily from the 12. Cook takes a shot. Picked off. Jones along the sidelines. And Cook with a crucial mistake. Gets it away quickly. Jones is driven back. It's a nice punt, but he's got room. Cyrus Jones with a crease to the sideline. Still running. Touchdown, Alabama. Will they begin to feed Henry now? Nope. Lane Kiffin still wants a play action shot. Down the field. Ridley running free. Got a touchdown.
Right. He keeps it together.
Henry cuts it back, tries to bounce it, gets past Calhoun, headed for the end zone. Another touchdown for the Tide. The second for the Heisman winner tonight. Blanking the Spartans. Alabama bullying the Big Ten champions and booking a spot in the national championship game opposite Clemson in Glendale a week from Monday. Emphatic and dominant.
It is almost time. Even all this advanced technology cannot recreate the feeling of impending ferocity and desperate energy. The tunnel smells like adrenaline and sweat. Waiting corrodes everything it touches. The past few hours passing like the lifetime that led them here. The crowd outside roars in their ears like a jet engine. Their pulses racing, vibrating cylinders, throttles unspooling. Nothing matters right now but ending the wait.
All I know is we're going to the Natty. How about the Tigers, baby?
New? This ain't new. This is cosmically old. The basest human instincts colliding. Pain and love and fear and desire. Can you feel it? The noise is coming down, cleared for takeoff. A wall of sound waiting for the first chord. The building is revving, lurching, wild and limitless. It is time.
And the Tigers take the field. Nick Saban told his team, you deserve to be here, but you're entitled to nothing. Anything less than the victory tonight in this season ends in disappointment for Bama. On 3rd and 1, Henry again makes a cut, off and running. The Heisman winner in the open field, headed for the end zone. Watson rolling out, takes a downfield shot, Renfro the end zone. Touchdown Tigers as they answer the Tide score. From the pocket. A strike and a touchdown again. It's Renfro. He got 7 on first down. Now rolls, pump fakes, and looks to throw downfield. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eddie Jackson, who baited the quarterback and creates the first takeaway of the night. Big defensive lineman in the formation, lead blocking for Henry, who just dives to pay dirt. 2-by-2 look. They fake it to Henry. Coker loops it downfield. Howard is wide open, and the tight end will waltz to the end zone. Couple of tight ends, and a handoff to Gallman, who smashes straight ahead and scores. He's been a nightmare tonight for that offensive line. They bring pressure up the middle. Coker leans back, looks downfield for Stewart. He's got it. And this one is good. 8 plays, the big 3rd and 11 conversion to Stewart, the key play. And now an onside kick. Griffith, and it's caught. And Alabama's got the ball back. Marlon Humphrey, the corner, and a perfectly executed little pooch kick. Spelling Henry now. And Coker looks downfield again. Wide open is Howard for his second long touchdown tonight. And the Tide reclaim the lead. And that quick response does cut into the lead, but now the Tigers defense is going to have to stop Henry and company. Drake makes a cut, gets the corner. Look out, Kenyon Drake can fly. Eludes the kicker and will not be caught. Touchdown Drake. 95 yards. Watson, a dart, Scott scores. They flip it to Howard.
And the big man gets the edge and gets crumbled again. O.J. Howard tight roping and shoved out inside the 20. Henry. No! Stuffed. Stopped by Clemson.
Remember, Clemson cannot stop the clock.
But a great effort by Dodd and those guys. Now they caught a touchdown. So a very delayed signal. Watson for the end zone. Caught for a touchdown by Peak with 12 seconds. You like it, with 12 seconds to go. More guys to the right. Kicks it that way. Ball takes a kangaroo hop, and it'll go out of bounds, and Alabama will have it one kneel down away from a national title.
How about Nick Saban, Chris?
Finally, oh
yeah,
boy,
they got him.
Some Crimson Gatorade. They did a good job.
4th championship in Tuscaloosa, 5th if you include the championship at LSU. Put him up there with the all-time greats.
Alabama back on top of the college football world. Another building block in this dynasty in the desert tonight.